What up, my friends? How you doing? Oh, sudden itch attack. Oh Lord, it must be the brain damage. I don't, I don't know what's going on. But you ever get those? You get the regular level itch where it's just kind of like, and then the other kind of itch where it needs to immediately be addressed, and then you'll understand why dogs literally kick at their heads like, oh my god. Anyways, let me grab the live stream link and share that in the Discord before we wander away on whatever tangent I was about to go off on. All right. All right, there we go. That's good. Switch that up, and it looks like we are ready for our hellos. So, I hope Thursday has been treating you well. Who do we got in here? What up, Keebler, Zircon, Fisher, Otto, DB, Joe, Kentucky, Justin, Jess. Who else is in here? Jojo, Juglum, Pyre, Shelton, Matt, Millmaster, Yamagoro, Dude, Bo Falcon, Kenny, Ape. I think that's everybody. Oh, hello and so long, Bo Falcon. Have a good one, big boy. Have a good one. Fisher, you might freeze tonight. It's 21 degrees Fahrenheit and dropping. I don't know how cold that is. 21 degrees where I am is like totally room temperature. So I do know how cold it is where I am. We've got snow and genuine cold action, which is, when I wasn't getting it, I was kind of like, oh, where's the seasonal weather? It's unseasonal. And now I've got the seasonal weather. And it's like, bro, careful what you wish for, man. Careful what you wish for. So yeah, I went out today and was like, yo, it is cold. I was going for nice long walks. Now I've got to pace around in my apartment because I don't want to be out in that garbage cold, man. It sucks. It's a huge day for Transformers. A bunch of different models just came out. All right. Millmaster, a best classical apothecary in Toronto. You need to get poisons or something? 21 degrees Fahrenheit is -6 Celsius. Okay. Yeah, that's cold. That's cold, buddy. That's cold. But yeah, 21 just sounds fine. Sounds fine. Jess, what if that's what he does? What if he builds an Ansrag deck that is better than yours and just beats you down with the same thing? Pyre, the weather where you are is usually a day behind me, so you guess you better get ready. If you are getting the same weather, then yeah, buckle up for the cold, bro. Fellers, lurking and working. Oh, just add in jerkin, and then you've got the 3 rhyming word triple score. Marshmallow, you just got 20 ways to win. It should be more like 20 ways to lose your money. Yeah, it didn't look like a solid product, honestly. It feels like it's trying to go in 20 different directions. Well, more like 15 different directions, but still. Dude, your LGS closed down and you're cooking up proxies, but you don't know why. Just a good hobby? Well, you're doing it because you enjoy it, right? At the end of the day, that's the reason that would motivate you, I imagine. It's just, hey, I wanted to make this stuff. And you never know. Maybe you'll get to use them later, right? It's possible. It sucks when LGS is shut down. It sucks when you no longer have a place to go and play with your cards. But yeah, who knows? Maybe that fascination will fade as you have no access to it, right? You can always still play online, though. There is that. Jess winning on the 7th turn consistently. About time you got a deck to start working, bro. Ansreg is like, it's crazy that they keep making more and more powerful cards to the point where Ansreg is like powerful, but he's like funky powerful, not like everybody has to run him level powerful. But if you go back a few years, then he'd be so busted. Justin, you ran drafts when your store closed, and then after that, no more drafts, right? Gianna, your Black Panther deck is so sick, you keep accidentally calling him Black Dynamite. I told you not to call me during my Kung Fu time. That's funny. Marshmallow, you like the I'm a Wizard from my intro? Well, thanks. That intro is fantastic. I enjoy it quite a bit myself. Kansaki, 'tis the season to break out the Lifesaver storybook. It's right here, bro. It's right here. I know I'm going to open it. I just don't know if I'm actually going to try what's in it. I figure open the box up, open the actual packaging of the Lifesavers, see what they look like, and then maybe if it doesn't look too questionable, I'll try one, but it's probably going to be a no. It's probably going to be a no. I don't feel like setting up a doctor's appointment and going down and asking them, hey, can I eat these? They're going to be all right. Kenny, you like the Thunder Junction art on Thoughtseize? Oh, like the breaking news? Some of the breaking news stuff is actually pretty good. Jess, yeah, we got snow now. Absolutely, bro. Millmaster the Apothecary you order your reagents from is actually in Hamilton. I should check it out. All right. All right. When I see the word reagents, it makes me think of Ultima 8, the computer game. Oh, wait. Was it Ultima 8? Or was it Ultima 7 Part 2? Oh, no. It was Ultima 7 Part 2, where you could find this ring of reagents. And it would, like, normally in the game, you have to have spell components to cast your spells. If you get this ring, it automatically supplies all necessary spell components. So you can just cast your spells for free, which is bonkers. But to get the ring, you have to go through an illusionary wall in a cave. And then once you get into the area behind the cave, you have to find this ring under a rock. It's crazy how ridiculous this is. It doesn't sound like that much the way that I'm saying it, but when you see it in game, it's just like, what? It's crazy. It's crazy. Yamagor, you've been having freezing fog for days? Well, fog's kind of fun, actually. Why has the Marvel Secret Lair price dropped? It's because originally, when they were initially ordered by people, nobody had them, right? So you only had like some confirmed orders of people who were getting them. And then the first people who got them had them available to sell, like, and people wanted to buy it on eBay thinking like, I won't get another chance. So they're paying these crazy prices to the people who are listing them. But there's a lot of people who can't list until they have the product in hand. So they had to wait to try and sell it until they actually had the secret layer. So as more and more people enter the market looking to sell it, you get lower prices because there's more competition and people are willing to accept less to sell theirs. So it's just kind of other people have to drop their price down if they want theirs to sell too. So it just kind of has a knock-on effect. Millmaster, you only played the first Ultima? My favorite Ultima is Ultima 7 Part 2 with the Serpent Isle expansion. Ultima 8 it had some really interesting concepts, but it wasn't programmed very well. No, it was not. Goddard, you having any new chocolate adventures, big boy? Watched that movie Striped last night, and it's totally just whatever. It's a musical. I picked it because I thought Carly likes musicals, and we'll put it on. But ultimately, the movie is better without any music in it. The story is all right, and you're like, all right, I can follow the story. It's not too bad. It's like a middle of the road movie without the music factored in. Factor in the music, and it's like, Spirited. Did I call it Striped? Goddard, you do not. Fair enough. Fair enough. Jojo, you bought some cards from Canada and they sent you a message they'd be delayed? Yeah, well, that makes sense. There's a postal strike going on here, and it's been going on for about 3 weeks. And I imagine that it's going to persist like into and past Christmas, which is really unfortunate for a whole ton of people. Everybody involved, basically. It sucks for everybody involved. The people working for the post office, the people who need to use the post office. It's all jank, bro. It's all jank. So, it is what it is at this point. Hairspray and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou are two great musicals. I've never watched Hairspray, but I've seen Oh Brother, Where Art Thou multiple times. That one's good. Justin, I've never seen Repo Man, the Genetic Opera. Some you were hoping Spirited would be good with Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds in it. Me too. Me too. The reality is that Will Ferrell can't carry a like a full-on musical that requires genuine singing. He is okay at best and rough in certain circumstances. Repo Man is one of the best songs ever, for real. What up, Larry? Jess, you wonder how busy FedEx is? Probably pretty busy. I've got a package on its way to me with FedEx, and it got held up in customs for a while, but it looks like it's going to be back on the move. And with the updated information, it's saying that it should show up Friday, so tomorrow. So yeah, I imagine they're pretty busy. Although there's no real easy way to mail letters unless you want to like mail them as a package. So yeah, I mean FedEx has to be laughing, and other courier services as well, right? Where they're just like, man, we're getting an uptick in business as the competition is currently out of business. It sucks because there was some stuff that was supposed to be on the way to my post office box for my birthday and Christmas. And obviously that stuff, anything that was already in the mail got froze waiting in the mail until we finally get to the strike's resolution, whenever that'll be. I have no idea. Yeah, Magara ordered some lands for your favorite decks. It's always nice to add little touches to your deck that make it more enjoyable. Little visual enjoyments, you know? Get the Arena Islands with the little sea serpent on it back in the day. I like it. You got to appreciate the little details. Like I was appreciating around my home today, all the work that Carly has put into making our home feel super Christmassy. We've got basically now 10 years worth of built up Christmas stuff. Although for the first few years we didn't get as much, but then there has been a mass amount of Christmas accumulation, and it's getting to be pretty dope overall, man. We got the tree all decorated today. I put on the Rudolph tree topper that spins around the top of the tree. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's literally in the clip in the outro of this stream. So when the stream ends, instead of me being in the water, it's going to be the Christmas goodbye one. And if you look up at the top of the tree, you can see Santa and the reindeer who are literally pulling him around the tree. It's pretty sweet, man. He flies around the tree. Gianni, you remember when UPS went on strike in the early 2000s and it resulted in everyone using FedEx? This thing makes the squeaks. They lost business to them and never fully recovered. It makes sense. People go with what they know, right? Jess, Imagine a video game that's like the one in Ready Player One and makes you money. They take the money that costs to play it per month. The losers that lose the monthly money, but the winners get a bit. I mean, I could see it. I could see it theoretically happening, I suppose. I suppose, you know, gambling a la just card games and stuff, but instead playing video games or something. Kansas FedEx has a 100% on-time guarantee, so between the holiday season and postal strike, they might be losing money from late delivery. They have like conditions on that whole like on-time guarantee thing. So there's a number of factors. It's conditional. Isn't the on-time guarantee only for the next day? I don't know. You know what? I haven't used FedEx enough to be an expert. Okay, I've received 2 packages via FedEx and a third one tomorrow, and that's it. Milman says, imagine we all hook our bodies to the net and the losers pay the winners in their life force. Is that like that movie where people have like time watches on their wrists? And it's like, we can touch wrists. I just took a week from you. Zircon, they haven't... Okay, they don't guarantee the 2-day stuff anymore. Fair enough. Marshmallow, yeah, I did. I did hear about the AI saying crazy things. I've heard about multiple different AIs saying crazy, ridiculous things. They are far from perfect. Gianna's got it. I ain't the FedEx historian. Just gambling based on skill is great when you're good. True. It's true. Some Timberlake was okay in that. Out of time. That's it, Yamago. That's it. That's it. Yeah, the movie was alright. It was alright. Jess, you need $10 million? Me too, buddy. Me too. I could definitely use 10 million. That would work. That would solve a lot of my problems, bro. Hello, you drive for FedEx? All right. We got the inside scoop now. We got fucking insiders. The one guy fell in love with the Game of Thrones AI? That's got to be weird. It's got to be weird, like developing an emotional attachment to a fucking AI program, right? Like, didn't that one guy fucking marry a hologram of Hatsune Miku or something? And then he couldn't, like, log in or something, so he couldn't make it work anymore. And so his digital wife just disappeared on him. Fellers, 10 million tax-free, please. Hell yeah, that part even more so. That's true. Although I'll be fair. I'll take 10 million taxed. I will accept that. Kensugi Henlo stole my FedEx package. Is that what's going on? Henlo, is that the deal? Yeah, like imagine loving an AI, bro. Fellas, you thought the hologram was from Archer? I don't know, man. Well, there's a dude who has a hologram girlfriend in Archer, but I'm with you, Jess. There's definitely a lot of problems that money can solve for you. 100%. 100%. Larry, you broke a pinball machine earlier. You ended up getting a bunch of free games. Oh, score! I remember being in an arcade where the guy didn't lock the arcade cabinet properly. So you could just like open it and then just click the little thing like a coin had dropped into it a bunch of times. Bop, 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 bop. Each time you did it, it registered as a credit. Yamagaro, Castlevania 2 was Simon's Quest. Millmaster, why are people with money so fucked up? I don't know. I want to find out, though. I want to find out firsthand. Error, that's right. Futurama had warned us about AI lovers. That's correct. the fucking electrogonorrhea. I mean, they're not wrong. People are afraid of rejection and all that. And you can have an AI tell you everything that you want to hear, right? So you can just have a programmed DigiWife that tells you everything you want to hear. Gonna upgrade your computer to play PS2 games, which will cost more than buying a PS2. Yeah, but the computer will also be able to do other things too, right? So that's not a one-to-one, bro. That ain't no one-to-one. I mean, PlayStation 2 had a bunch of awesome games, man. PlayStation 2 was the last PlayStation console in the... You can basically play these games off the disc era. Instead of, if you put the disc in, it's just like, wow, you own a disc. Thanks for putting this into your computer. Anyways, we're going to go on the web and download the game now. Ape Shrew version 2.0. Oh, well, if that's what you want, the thing is, people can have whatever kind of digital woman they want. They can have one that's like really nice to them, or there's some guys who want to be treated poorly, so they can have a robot that talks smack to them, bro. That's it. You can just have your robot wife tell you suck. You're gross. I hate having you inside me. Beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, beep. Processing. Sad dick. Larry had to bail on D&D because of the weather and you went to play pinball instead. Nice, man. That's a good way to spend some time. Millmaster, it seems like a rough field, bro. Juggling, you got 50 or so PS2 games? Nice. That's awesome, bro. Fellas, if someone makes Pan Am from Cyberpunk, you're cooked. Just wait. Marshmallow, what set am I interested in that's coming out in 2025? I'm curious to see what they're going to do with Tarkir, because it feels like it's going to be the closest to the regular Magic I already know. And I'm also curious to see what's coming with the Final Fantasy stuff, and then what the final set of the year is going to be. There's some speculation that it might be like based on like Stormborn or the Mistborn or whatever, like some Brandon Sanderson world. That's the newest rumblings that people are making. I don't know how likely it is, but it's theoretically possible. Stormlight Archive, that's it. Stormlight Archive, Mistborn. Sega Genesis had a Magic the Gathering game? If it did, I never heard of it. But I can't say for sure. Microcosm, you're psyched for Tarkir? I'm curious. I'm curious as to what they're going to do with it. Will it actually be a traditional Magic world, or will it be another universe beyond in disguise? Larry, you want Final Fantasy to have amazing pixel art. I can get down with that, bro. I can get down with that. I like the pixelated look. It works for me. Cthulhu, yeah, that's one of the concerns I have, that they'll just do the same thing they did with Kamigawa and take Tarkir and slap that skin over top of another IP, 100%. Have they folded hominids into the crab type? I don't know. Probably, but maybe not. Gianna, you want to go back to the plane that Homelands happened on? Old Garotha? Why? What's going on there? What if the third universe beyond set of 2025 is The Simpsons or something else weird? I mean, it's gonna probably be something awful. Oh, Millmaster was Dreamcast had an MTG game. So did the first PlayStation. I know that. Dreamcast got hosed because you could just burn their games, and so people just copied all their games, and they got that. The Dreamcast never stood a chance. How would I feel about a Minecraft secret lair? I mean, I like Minecraft, so I'd be fine with it. But if we were going to get a Minecraft secret lair, it would have been with the Minecraft tie-in set that they already did, you know? Ixalan. Lost Caverns of Ixalan is where they buried their attempt to make a Minecraft world with a Minecraft set. It's got the crafting ability. It's got like a three-headed skeleton to be like the Wither. There's a diamond pickaxe. There's mining carts. There's like a bunch of stuff straight out of the game. Straight out of the game. Xbox had Magic Battlegrounds. Sandwich was Chandelar just for PC? Yes. Yeah, Chandelar came out in the 90s and it was PC only. Gianna Homerids are still just Homerids. Alright, fair enough. Kenny, nothing from 2025 getting your interest yet? I'm sure you're not alone in that, bro. Yeah, there was a while where they had duels of the Planeswalkers on all of the major consoles and had like different tie-in promos. They had special promo booster packs for each different console. I remember giving those away. The best was the PlayStation one because that was the one that got you a Scavenging Ooze when Scavenging Ooze was like a bigger deal. I got another scratch card for today since yesterday's went well. I got another one. For today, we've got Snowdrift. I don't know if this one actually has like a big prize or if it's just like these kind of prizes, 5 to 100 and whatever. Find a mountain, uncover a mountain, win 25. So we're going to go drifting in the snow. Oh, but first, Millmaster's Super Chat taking the board. 1 second. Did you know Wizards of the Coast produced a Harry Potter TCG? Yes. There are actual Magic cards out there that are half Harry Potter. So they're like, is it it's probably Harry Potter backed Magic cards as opposed to Harry Potter cards with the Magic back, but they're super rare. They show up in oddity groups, right? So I was definitely aware of their existence. Thanks for the super chat, big boy. All right. Let's scratch it. Let's see. All right, pay attention, guys, because I forget the numbers apparently and sometimes screw this up. So we got 35, 16, 45, 30, and 25 as our numbers. Look at that. All three of these ones end with 5. I don't know why, but I find that satisfying. Okay. So we got 40, 1, 24, 44, 32, 43, 14, 42, 33, 30, 46, 8, 6, 39, 4, 49, 38, 3, 27, and 11. I think that... Is there a match here? Oh, yeah, there you go. 30. 30. All right, we got it. We got it. 30. This is a winner. You guys saw it. And I saw it too. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Hey, yeah, 10. 10, big boy. That's all right. That's all right. That's some winning. That's some winning. This silver coin is bringing the luck, bro. Hell yeah. The snow drift has drifted in my favor. Nice. That's awesome. Joe, these Christmas-themed scratch-offs have been kind so far. It's true. It's true. We have defied the odds. Thanks for the congratulations. Well, you think the Harry Potter stuff was from 2001? I don't remember when, man. I don't remember. Dude, drinks on me. Nah, I'm gonna stay dry, buddy. I'm gonna stay dry. Larry, thanks for the heads up, man. Yamago, you wish homerids could count as crabs for your crab deck? You can always ask your opponent if they're okay with it. If you're not playing in something like official, you just be like, bro, can I count my homerids as crabs? If somebody asked me that, I'd be like, sure, go ahead. Rock, if I had a scratch off tool, would I use it? Or do I need the luck of the coin? I would try one of those scratch off things. It's like a little pen, right? And then you use it, and does it absorb up the extra? I don't 100% understand those things. But yeah, no. Whatever, man. I've used different coins. I don't actually like genuinely believe in actual luck. So Nathan, belated happy birthday, sir, is his membership message. Well, thank you, buddy. What up, little fox? How you doing, man? So yeah, I don't actually genuinely believe that this coin is lucky. I don't it's funny. I don't believe that luck is a thing, but I have been extraordinarily lucky in my life, you know? Like I bragged to Moxman's wife about my luck and then demonstrated it in the arcade. It's like random chance favors me. And that can't actually be a thing, right? Because there's no underlying guiding force for everything that makes decisions like that. Some kind of actual like luck spirit. That's not a thing. But it doesn't change the fact that I have had very good luck. So I believe that I've been very lucky, but I also don't believe that luck is a thing in very particular ways, you know? Ape saying 2001 is the release date on the Harry Potter core set. All right. Little Fox, you're having a day. You've been putting together your first cube. Nice. Well, that's a fun way to spend your time. Millmouse, you found a fierce empath with a Harry Potter back for 3,000 US on eBay. You want it? There you go. Treat yourself, buddy. Treat yourself. Tell your wife I said it was okay for you to buy it for yourself. Little Fox, oh, you've been building your cube while doing household chores. Ah, so it's done in theory, but not done, like, physically, right? I feel you. I feel you. Not quite as good, but hey, at least when you're getting chores done and you also are doing something fun at the same time, you know, it's like if you gotta work out and exercise, putting on a show, you know, something like that. Oh, I knew it wouldn't be long before I heeded the call of these almonds, bro. Gotta have a little bit of almond action. Hell yeah, Yamago. They're always good, buddy. This big fat sack of these almonds. They're delicious. They are delicious, and I am in holiday fat ass mode. I wanted to get an apple pie today, and I was fucking too baked when I was at the grocery store, so I was misinterpreting the expiry dates. And I was like, all this stuff's past its date. None of it was. None of it was. So there was a perfectly good apple pie I could have gotten. And they had pecan pies on sale and everything. And I could have snagged one of those too. But I was too dumb. What up, Hugh? What are we eating tonight? Well, I just had some almonds, but I picked up a few things at the store today. Little mini apple pie-esque things. Little apple turnovers, I suppose. And a Nestle Crunch bar, but one that's like got cookie crunch in it. So I'm hoping that's going to be good. A pack of those mini Kit Kats. And then a pack of chocolate chip cookies. Kentucky, what's a pea ham pie? Pecan. Or pecan, if you prefer that pronunciation. I would definitely not have a pie that was called pea ham. Oh, and I got ice cream too. I got these little, like, on a stick chocolate covered gingerbread and mint ice creams. Christmas themed. They had a bunch of different Christmas treats, and I was like, I'd like to try a number of these over this next couple of weeks. Been enjoying leaning more into the overall Christmas spirit this year. I'm pretty Christmassy normally, but I'm starting earlier this year. Normally I get like more hyped into Christmas when it's like 2 weeks away rather than right at the beginning of the month. But I think it's the influence of the fact that we're watching like a Christmas movie every night. So there's going to be that Christmas theme. It's mostly Christmas, and then a little bit of house as we make our way through that show. Juggling, you've wanted gingerbread ice cream for 3 years now. What brand was it? It is Chapman's. Carly says, no rules, Christmas all year round. We would get so tired of it. Gerthulia, most of the pies you have are savory like meat pies and chicken. You know what, man? I can get down with a good meat pie. Like, for real. I can get down with a good meat pie. I like flaky pie crust, man. Should have got that apple pie if I didn't screw it up today. Oh well. I'll just go back another day and get an actual pie. Who let Carly in Kentucky? No one lets her in. She sneaks in. She figured out how to open the gate, bro. Ham and lima bean sadness casserole. Yeah, that's a no. That's a no from me, bro. I ain't having ham and lima bean anything. Chicken pot pie. See, I like the one that has beef. Like a beef meat pie. Rockhound, should you stay away from Innistrad Remastered? I mean, it's overpriced garbage, essentially. If you want to chase a serialized Sorin, you want some of the treatments, maybe, but, I mean, the remastered sets are diminishing returns on a grand scale. It just keeps getting worse and worse, so it's not a good product in my eyes, man. What up, Thompson? How you doing? Pie, or you enjoy cow pie? So you eating cow patties? Is that what you're saying? You eat cow dumps, bro? You got the bravery to just come out here and say it, and you think I'm going to applaud you for your bravery, but fuck you, Celine Dion. I don't need you singing on the edge of Titanic, bro. I do not applaud your courage in this scenario. No, I do not. I know you guys, multiple you recommended Violent Night to me, and I thought it was something other than what it was. So I saw the description of it today and was like, oh, this actually looks like it's probably going to be pretty entertaining. You know? It seems like it's likely to be pretty entertaining. Oh, that's right. We've got peppermint eggnog. I forgot. We bought peppermint eggnog, and I was going to try it on stream. Gonna have to do that soon. Because I don't know how long that stuff stays good for. And I don't think I'm going to enjoy it. So I would also like to try it so that it's done. Ape, there was a pie shop that you'd crawl across broken glass to get to at 4 a.m. after a night of drinking. Their mince pies were the shit. I've never had a meat pie that good. I've only ever had the ones that like you'd buy from the grocery store in the frozen section. Really? That I remember. Prawn stuffed apples. Apple stuffed prawn, Millmaster. There you go. Just reverse the cramming. Yeah, meat pies are alright, man. They're alright. Hugh, you noticed the other Edgar Markov dropped in price, the original? Do I think them printing them and remastered is why? Oh yeah, absolutely. The supply of them is about to go up, so it slackens demand, and when demand slackens, some people lower their prices to try and move the product. So yeah, people anticipating a reprint and either expecting singles to flow into the market or planning to chase the singles themselves opening boxes. Either or, you know? Either or will lead to that kind of a scenario. But you're probably going to have both going on. Scratch the little barcode off on my winning ticket. Yeah. Christmas winner. Fisher, you're making lasagna tomorrow? Nice. I like lasagna. You know what else I like? Mail. Where's that mail, buddy? Although, yeah, lasagna is legit. Lasagna is genuinely really good. And lasagna is something that you can make like a big pan of. You take part of it, you obviously cook it up. You eat part of it, but then what you have afterwards doesn't feel like leftovers, you know? You take the lasagna and you reheat the other portions. It literally feels like a new meal. And that's my favorite because I hate leftovers. I like foods that when you have part of it and then you have another part later and it doesn't feel like you're just having the leavings of a previous meal, you know? Fisher, if you could mail me a lasagna, you would. That's fine. Just mail the thing. Don't worry. All you got to do is mail what you're already planning on mailing, all right? Lasagna would not even, it would be ruined by the time it got here. Ape, you do lasagna in 2 batches so that you can eat one and freeze the other. See, there you go. That makes sense. Yeah, Magoro, you think that it changes how it tastes? That doesn't bear out with my experience, bro. Millmaster, need to make perp a real lasagna. I mean, if it's better than the ones that I know, then hell yeah. I'm here for that. Have some lasagna better than what I've had before would not be a problem. I've never had one made with like the fresh pasta. Morgan, what's up, buddy? Yeah, well, when there's interesting stuff going on, you're definitely going to find multiple channels covering it, which is good because, everybody's got different, YouTubers they like to hear from. Everyone's got different perspectives. They like to hear from different people. So it's all good, man. I'm glad that like more than one person can talk about a subject, because if that wasn't how it worked, then unless I was first to every subject, there'd be lots of things that I couldn't weigh in on, right? Rex, what are we talking about? All kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. Food, a fair bit. Bunch of different food. A little bit of the Christmas action. Some other subjects. Little Fox, you became the primary cook in your house. Time to beef them skills up. Larry, there's a funny game called George Likes Lasagna. Do you have to actually make a lasagna to play it? Little Fox, you learned to turn leftover steak and kit chicken into pot pies. Oh, all right. Fair enough. Carly takes leftover steak and like puts like a glaze on it and then puts that together with rice, and it turns out pretty good. Pretty good. Although I wouldn't complain about her trying to make little pot pies out of that stuff either. Rex, you like Christmas sugar cookies, eh? I like the gingerbread. The little ginger boys that they have available at Christmas time. Awesome. Just awesome. Pasta's okay to me. You know, it's fine. But if somebody waved a wand and was like, you can never have pasta again, I'd just kind of be like, okay. You know? I'll miss macaroni and cheese every once in a while. I do like very simple macaroni and cheese. Elbow macaroni noodles and just cheddar grated over it, and that's it. Zircon, crunchy. Crunchy gingerbread. Soft gingerbread's okay. I don't have a problem with it, but I prefer the crunchy, 100%. Well, Master, your wife's going crazy with sourdough, so you've got bomb bread now. It's hard not to eat a whole loaf every day. Give us this day a whole fucking loaf, and forgive my wife for trespassing against me with this bomb-ass sourdough. You my sourdough hoe. Little Fox, I've never had Panda Express, so I've never tried their sauces. Morgan, you got 300 proxies made? Love Magic, but after Magic 30, you decided just proxy cards from now on. Can't be faulted for that at all, you know? Wizards of the Coast really screwed up by creating Magic 30. Big time. A big time. Fisher, you got a pasta maker, so you feel that you always have fresh pasta? Oh, well, I guess you have to use it, right? Gerthulu, you got beat to the German spice cookies. Missing out on that seasonal goodness. It's fun. It's fun to embrace the seasonal stuff. I like it. It helps make the days feel different as well, right? It's easy as you get older to get into a particular comfortable routine and live the exact sameness over and over. So these different things help to break that up. Jess, you saving up to make a real Ansrag deck? Do it up, big boy. Do it up. Millmaster, you wish you had an extruder to extrude your own pasta? I bet you could extrude your own pasta if you pushed real hard. I don't think people are going to get on to the whole proxies are real magic cards. They're not. Because when people say real magic cards, they mean authentic, genuine, created by the company. Not, these don't exist as physical objects. So you're not going to convince anybody that these are the exact same thing as the thing made by the company. No, they're not. Your knockoff Gucci bag isn't a real Gucci bag, right? That's the reality of it. regardless. Hell, the fucking crazy thing is proxies can be better than Magic cards in terms of card quality, but they won't be real Magic cards. But they're real cards in that they physically exist and you can hold them. Joe, unpopular opinion, you like fruitcake? I haven't had fruitcake in forever. But I remember it being disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Low Fox, you failed at making dough work with your pasta maker. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Oh, man. Yeah, I've never made my own pasta ever. Dude, do you think it's crazy proxies are shouldering so much of the weight for player community when it comes to people wanting to play? I mean, if you don't care about having like actual genuine Magic cards, proxies are way fucking cheaper and they play just the same. I remember making my own game pieces when I was a kid to play games, so I've never been against that. What the hell do I care? I always just loved having the genuine article for Magic the Gathering. And I still like to have real Magic cards over proxies, but now I'm cool with proxies. When before, I was like, you can use proxies, but I'm not going to use proxies. And now I'm like, yeah, I will use proxies. I will. I'd rather have the real cards, but at the end of the day, now Magic was in its own special little, oh, and now it's just like any other game where it's like, if I need a piece, I'll make it. If I can't get it, you know? Lil Fox forgot to mention happy birthday. Well, thank you. Thanks for the happy birthday and thanks for the super chat. You are Lord of the Board. What up, Brown Bag? Lil Fox, don't worry. I knew you meant belated. I knew you didn't think it was my birthday today. It's all good. Everyone lives on different fucking schedules, and I don't expect people to remember or be around for my birthday. Because I am just an internet yelly man, right? So people come by when they want to hang out, have a chill time, and on their schedule. There we go. Pyre, all the fruitcake in the world was made in 1949 and it just keeps circulating. Yeah, they say the same thing about candy corn, right? Little Fox, it's your first time? Well, I mean, you gotta have a first time to have a second time. Rexon, you used to hate proxies, but now you've grown to accept them because prices are crazy now. I just never wanted to use them. I always wanted to have the real Magic card or nothing. And I got proxies, played with them in my cube, and was like, you can have just as much fun with these. So why worry about it? You know? Why worry about it? Real Magic cards, proxy cards, have just as much fun. So Wizards of the Coast destroyed the illusion of Magic cards' specialness in one way. Didn't make me not want the original Magic cards, but totally made me cool with proxies. Cthulhu, you think that they're going to come back? You think that playable reserve list reprints are coming? Give it time. Give it time, bro. Yamagoro, you don't think paying some rich person a couple months' wages is necessary for mana? There you go. There you go. Morgan, you started back at the end of the Onslaught block. That was a while ago. That was a while ago. Fisher's got like a fruitcake location. All right. Dude, I mean, that doesn't make the whole put your Horcruxes in fruitcakes Voldemort thing doesn't work when multiple people just in this stream alone have said that they like fruitcake, right? So good luck with that. Another, you wish that they separated out Universe Beyond and Standard? That's understandable. I don't like the Universe Beyond stuff being crammed into Standard. Edward the Fruitcake Elemental? Yep, I remember that one. I remember that one. I had that one once upon a time. Many moons ago. I had the Fruitcake Elemental. The year that came out. I had a number of the holiday cards for a while there. It's pretty sweet. Lil Fox starting with Revised and Fallen Empires. Yeah, I thought Fallen Empires was awesome. So many goblin grenades. That was crazy. One red and sack any little goblin donk to do 5 damage to any target. It felt so broken, man. That's right. That's right, Ape. Another my predictions for the new set. It's going to have a lot of beep beep vroom vroom cards. My prediction is it's going to feel tonally dissonant. Do I think they'll change Kithkin into halflings? I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't think they're going to do more Lord of the Rings stuff. And since they've already sold Lord of the Rings, they're not really going to care about the new stuff being like synergistic with it, right? Cthulhu, yep, they have changed a bunch of tribes. Viashino is lizard, Cephalid is octopus. Feels like the stripping the fantasy out of the game. That's to line up as well with the Universe Beyond stuff, right? Skin suit, that is the first. I've had people say multiple different, you make me think of this guy. But that's that's the first time that it's been one of the dudes from Shark Tank. So that is in the category of new ones, buddy. Kenny, you'd be disappointed if they got rid of Kithkin. It would. I mean, how much are they actually going to stick with what Kithkin even are when it comes to going back to the plane? That's my thing. It's like Wizards is just obliterated their own history with everything they do, and you just go, does anything matter? It's like, you want to go back to a world, but will we be going back to the world, or is it just an excuse to reskin it as something else? Jess, your mithril coat disappeared. Oh, somebody's stealing your cards. Aren't halflings also in D&D? Oh yeah, you know what? That's a fair point. That's a fair point, actually. And they could easily do more D&D sets. So there is upcoming more synergistic possibilities. So yeah, you know what? I suppose that does make it a better chance. They might change Kithkin into halflings. Another, yeah, I mean, they don't want the expensive cards to drop the prices too much. They want to keep milking the secondary market. So they want to sell just enough copies of a card that people race out to buy them, but not so many copies that they can't reprint it again in like 6 months in another set. Shelton, you left a pack of foundation cards in your pocket when you watched them. Tisk, tisk. The blasphemous edict. Yeah, well, what you did was blasphemous, bro. Juglum. Yeah, I don't have any opinion on the new Lord of the Ring animated movie yet. I haven't seen anything for it. Cthulhu Foundations is going to be available for like 5 to 9 years or some insanity like that. So there's going to be more available for sale, bro. Morgan, what's my favorite magic ability? Probably abilities that generate like dudes, you know? Like an activated ability that makes token creatures or something like that. Rock the 20 Ways Secret Lair is still available. It's been, what, on sale for like 3 days now? Something like that. Millmaster Rampage. Oh, what a terrible ability. I was so disappointed, man. I wanted to make Craw Giant work with Rampage. I wanted to go hard, crashing and trampling over my opponents. But the circumstances where Rampage works, you're just better off having something like a Thick of Basilisk's ability. It's way better. So Rampage was a pipe dream. Even when you could do it at instant speed with overpriced rare, just like rapid fire, still not good enough. Still not good enough. Horsemanship's all right. It's just flying, but way fewer creatures have flying essentially. Jess, what's not to like with Indestructible, right? Rampage does more against banding. Yeah, well, that's not saying much. DJ Longhair. Oh, Harrow. Are you saying hello or are you talking about the magic card, bro? Apparently, originally, Harrow was supposed to have you sacrifice 2 lands and go and look for 3 lands. But then they changed it to 2 and 1 instead. Gerthul, you liked Shadow? Shadow, yep. That's an alright ability. Can only interact with other shadow creatures. It's similar to flying and horsemanship, but a little worse. Banning was taken out because it was too complex. Yeah, now look at the game. That's true, Crusader. That is true. Banning was removed for complexity issues. But now by today's standards, they just cram insane amounts of rules and abilities onto a card. It's way more complex than it was. That's for certain. Kenny, you loved Landwalk back in the day? Landwalk always felt so annoying to deal with, where it's just like, okay, so this creature's unblockable. And the only way I have to stop that is to get rid of all of my basic lands of the type that I'm using. Great. So you just have a creature that's unblockable. DJ Longhair, finding Chandelar confusing. I guess I just take it for granted that I played the game when it came out, and so I just I've played Chandelar so many times that I can't fathom starting the game without knowing everything. Kenzie, that's why we lost damage on the stack. Too much thinking for players. It also didn't make sense from a flavor perspective. Bring back damage on the stack and mana burn. Mana burn was cool from a flavor perspective, but from a gameplay perspective, it was rarely relevant. Larry, I remember Phyrexian Colossus. The ability that it has actually exists in more recent cards. Like there's one of the dinosaurs that I think was in Lost Caverns of Ixalan. It's like 5/4, and it can't be blocked by unless it's at least 3 creatures. Habanero, you like land walking when it's clever. For example, Yavimaya Dryad will always be your favorite implementation of Forest Walk. Oh, that's the one where you can go and grab a forest and put it into play under control of any player, right? Impossible Project Zombade? I've never heard of that. I have not heard of that one. But I don't know, man. I feel like I'm out of the loop on a lot of stuff. Movies, video games, like all the new doings. Juggling, you think Lifelink and Death Touch are too OP? What? Death Touch is way more powerful than Lifelink. Go through, that's well, yeah, the Colossus was unusable because of the untap issue, 100%. It's a third-person zombie survival game that's super complicated. Ah, okay. All right. Fair enough. Oh, Chandelar. I gotta do me some Chandelar soon, bro. I gotta get on that old school Magic action. Well, somewhat old school. Because now I got the one that has like a lot of the updated cards. Although it only goes up to like the mid 2010s ish. So it's still almost like 10 years old. Morgan Grizzlebrand. Oh, you mean Grizzlebrand in Commander? It could happen. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Wizards unbans everything not on the reserve list from Commander over time as they reprint it in different sets for maximum profitability. It seems like the most likely course because they're just going to classify all the different cards into tiers, right? So by doing that, they can just go, hey, this card we reprinted, it's tier 4. It's the highest tier. So, whatever. You can only play it if you're playing a tier 4 commander deck. But it's now unbanned, and we reprinted it in this set. Edward, a Death Touch ping deck? Yeah, that's gross. When you can use a creature that has Death Touch to do damage to individual creatures, and they just get smoked. Another, you hate the tier system. Well, that's what Commander's going to have forever, bro. That's the reality. Gerthu, you feel the tier system might be confusing and cause a lot of arguments? It probably will. It probably will. DJ Longhair just made a Rakdos Demon deck that's fun. Right on. That's good times. We've been watching the old playthroughs of Christmas songs and stuff like that. By playthroughs, I just mean they have like, 2 hours worth of all these different Christmas songs from the 50s. But then they also have old commercials mixed in where it's like, get Borden's eggnog. Tell your parents to buy it for you. It's better than milkshakes. And I'm just like, I doubt it. If eggnog was better than milkshakes, then wouldn't eggnog be everywhere? And milkshake would be the thing that you had once a year at like Christmas time, right? If eggnog's so amazing, why isn't it like ubiquitous? Why isn't it everywhere all the time? Larry, the competitive EDH tier will probably be tier 4. That's the way they were talking about it. Although they might even go as high as a tier 5. It's weird that they're doing, like, who knows? When they actually announce it, they might reverse the numbering of the tiers or whatever. But basically, the higher the tier number, the more powerful the card. Yo, Millmaster, I loved the Chimeras back in the Mirage day. Loved them. It was awesome. You could just sack them, slap them on top of each other, make a big badass Voltron creature. Yeah, exactly, Edward. There'd be a McEggnog shake and stuff like that. 100%. Little Fox, who's talking about Wicked? Not me. I missed whatever you're referencing there, bro. A Rotten McEggnog Frosty. So that's teaming up with that'd be teaming up with Wendy's then too. Okay, Little Fox. Fair enough. Fair enough. Morgan, your commander deck gives you infinite attacks by turn 5. Well, I guess you play that if you want the games to be over fast, right? People aren't going to like that if they want a nice casual laid back game. They ain't going to be happy with that, bro. Just smoothies are better than milkshakes. Smoothies can be pretty good. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We've been having different kinds of teas out of this tea advent calendar, and some of the flavors are just awful. They cram a whole bunch of different stuff together, give it a nebulous name like "Let It Snow" or whatever, and you're just looking and you're like, this could be all right. And then one sip, oh, just awful. Just awful. Long hair, you want the new Gorgon from Foundation's Jumpstart, but 50 is a lot. It is. It is. Everyone's got to have one deck that upsets their friends. I understand that one. Millmaster, have I ever had real eggnog with raw eggs? No. I haven't had eggnog probably in 15, 20 years. So I've got the peppermint eggnog that's in my fridge that I am hesitant to try, but we're going to pop out in some stream. What up, Venom? 2 in a row. One more and it's tic-tac-toe, big boy. What up, Lasagna? How you doing, bro? So yeah, I want to watch Violent Night for Christmas. I want to see that one. I want to see The Holdovers because that seems like a fun one. Jess, Carly worked at Booster Juice at one point many years ago. And I remember getting smoothies from there, but I don't know about these boosts, and I doubt that you're getting high off of them. It's like literally just like makes you feel amazing. It's probably just your body reacting to having some nutrients for once. Oh my god, actual like nutrients. Oh, I feel alive for a moment. There you go. Crusader saying the same thing. It's just B12 or a vitamin high. Lasagna, you're currently in the highest debt you've been in your life. It's good debt and mostly calculated. All right, well, fair enough. Fair enough. Debt ain't good, but, well, some debt isn't good. Some debt is bad. It's better. There's certain ones that it's better to have. So it's good that you don't have the worst kind. DJ Longhair Super Chat says, let's get the board moving. Happy early, happy Mary. Oh, he's jumping the gun by weeks. And he's jumping the board. All right, DJ Longhair, thanks for the Super Chat, big boy. Sheldon's answer to, oh, hey, if that $50 card's too expensive for you, then put out the money to buy an entire box and hope that you get one. All right, DJ Longhair, Lord of the Board. Yeah, sure, Jess. You want to get all ginkgoed. Let me get ginkgo bilobed. I'm going to get ginkgo bilobed by your mother. Your mama puts the fucking blow in ginkgo biloba. And I put my ginkgo in her blova. Oh, Billy, I'm doing good, buddy. I'm doing good. I'm having a fun time. Huge. Oh, you like that Polly Pockets joke, eh? Millmaster, medically, ginger burns all your holes, bro. I learned that from House. It burns all your holes. Shelton, you're sure the price will come down at some point when they reprint it? Well, that's actually a reasonable perspective. That probably will be the case. 50 to make a jank deck, it's tempting. The sirens call, man. The sirens call. The magic cards. The desire for them never ends, right? The yearning. The cardening. Billy, when are you going to get some more magic lore? Oh, well, the next magic lore is going to most likely be the Thran. Unless Wizards comes out of left field with some other lore. I've just had my hands full with other things. But yeah, the Thran, I'm working on the Thran story. So if you haven't already seen the first installments of it on Fantasy Geographic, you're going to want to get up to speed with it. Yeah, the Spirited movie was just totally middle of the road whatever, man. Middle of the road whatever. Billy, you haven't missed any yet? All right. All right, well, then you are up to speed. Well, don't worry. They're coming. They're coming. I'm actually trying to work out a system to make things more effective with what I'm doing with the magic lore. We'll see if it works out. But I've been brainstorming some stuff. And admittedly, side projects and other things have been taking my time. You know, we're working on our movie reviews. Our movie reviews! And unfortunately, we recorded a 45-minute movie review, but it's unusable. So we have to go back and redo the whole thing. Juglum, no problem, buddy. I'm glad you enjoy the lore videos, bro. Lil Fox, you had a vision where Wizards releases a commander deck that's full half elves, half human legendaries, and someone breaks it with some old human elf jank. Could happen. Could happen. Have I seen YouTube videos where they remove music from musical scenes to punctuate how deranged their behavior would be? No. I mean, in musicals, though, people can just do, like, insane whatever. Like, we watched the movie Spirited last night, and there's like people who work as part of the Spirit Guild or whatever, and they're just dancing on tables. But I'm like, have they been dancing on tables for months? Like every time these guys get together for their meetings, like you just go, what? Like a bunch of stuff that they do just seems deranged. So I've never seen anything like that with the music removed, but I have seen comedy shows, sitcoms with the laugh track removed, and it's so weird, man. Jess, are the religious people just talking to you so they can get into heaven? Well, I imagine that's like 98% of the reason. And then 2% is that maybe they're actually also nice. Well, that one sounded like a fart. Just a tiny little one. How do religious people get money from you? Tithes to the church, bro. You go to the church and you give offerings at the church. So they put attractive looking ladies on the roadside with the whole setup of all the pamphlets, and if you're like, religion can be a pretty decent answer if you're having a hard time in life and need some structure and need some like social networking and all that. It can serve like a genuine purpose. You don't actually have to be genuinely religious to benefit from what religion can offer you. Casey, you had a vision of Wizards of the Coast milking my poor wallet dry. They're beating it. They're beating it with a whip, bro. Well, bam. Well, bam. Larry, it's minus 5 degrees Celsius out there. It is pretty cold out, man. It is pretty cold. Yeah, of course, Edward. Power creep is insane now, bro. So all the old stuff you have isn't going to stand up to the cards they're making now. Morgan, I don't know, man. I feel like if Wizards of the Coast got sold or Magic the Gathering got sold, that whoever ended up buying it would just be trying to extract as much money as these guys are. I don't see a positive purchase where somebody comes in and is like, we're going to take it back to what it was, unless it's just somebody who loves Magic the Gathering and doesn't care about making their profit back or whatever. And that's like, who's going to fit that bill and buy the game? And why would Hasbro give it up when they need it to survive? So that's the deal. DJ Longhair, attrition in elves? What, just like a bunch of little donks, bro? Gerthulia reminds you of the cultural Christian thing. You've seen people basically not really Christian but follow the structure of it. I mean, if you take away the actual religious belief where you think there's like a deity or whatever, a lot of what religion has to offer is just societal structuring, right? Where it's just like, okay, don't do these things that are awful to other people. Like, be grateful for what you have in your life. Like, there's a number of things. There's a number of things that religion is hacked into, essentially, just by default. The whole, like, being grateful for things, like, people who thank God for everything, they're showing appreciation for what they have. So, showing appreciation for what you have is good for your brain. It reinforces positive stuff. So if you believe that there's a deity providing it all for you, it's way easier to be grateful and have a focal point for that gratitude. So it's going to foster a sense of mental well-being. You also are like, hey, if I make a mistake, it's not that big a deal. I'll just be forgiven. All this kind of, all these things that go along with it that make it help people function in everyday life. And you don't have to be a believer to benefit from a bunch of it, right? The getting together every week. Like at one point, however long ago, church would have been an actual form of entertainment. You'd go there and there'd be like sermons and people singing and you'd be singing too and doing all this stuff, right? Maybe have like a pastry or something at the end. It was a whole big thing. Morgan, yep, there was a company that was trying to get Wizards of the Coast spun off from Hasbro, but that didn't go through with the shareholders. That got like no traction apparently. Venom, the core of most religions is don't be a dick. Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. So yeah, I can see the appeal of it. Place where everybody's trying to be the best version of themselves and they're welcoming and you all have a shared subject to discuss, which is the religion itself. You know? Like, I'm not religious, but I was taken to church when I was a kid. I went to, I went like every week. I remember. Carly was talking about, I remember singing this song in choir. And I'm like, I remember being part of the nativity play. I was a shepherd. I was a shepherd in the Christmas nativity play out there in the snow, dressed as a fucking shepherd. Lasagna, it's been forever since you heard the Amazon link. Oh, you know what? You know what? Since you miss it, here you go, buddy. Don't be a dink! Use my Amazon link! When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link! Don't be a bitch! You gotta scratch that itch! Bookmark that Amazon link! I got fucking bills to pay, y'all! Use my Amazon link! This is gonna take some work. Yeah, Morgan, I heard something along those lines where it's like they'd have the little sensors that they would come around with that would have the smoke coming up out of it, and they get you all baked. Every day. Oh, thanks for sharing my Amazon link, buddy. Rex, you love my Amazon jingle? Hell yeah, it's great. It turned out fantastic. It's a lot of fun. Shelton, you used my link the other day to buy a season of anime from Amazon. Well, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Jess, you don't know if there's a soul or if your body has a way to see through space-time to specific events you're supposed to witness through the pineal gland. Okay. What up, Aaron? You're a sellout? Oh, well, how does that benefit me? How do I benefit from this? Master, tell him to get a power drill. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to have him do? Emulate Buddy from Pi? Oh no, emulate Buddy from shit. What was the name of that show? The main character's name was Georgie, and she was killed by a fucking toilet seat that fell from the International Space Station, and then she became part of a network of Grim Reapers. Dead Like Me? The one guy in Dead Like Me, I'm pretty sure that was the show. And he like fucking drilled his own head. Yeah, Nate, Dead Like Me. That's it. That's the one. That's the one. Aaron! Oh, using my TCG player link doesn't do anything anymore. There's no point. There's no point. They changed the system where they only care about like people using your link for like 2 days after their first time ever using a link on TCG Player. So using my TCG Player link doesn't do anything anymore. Doesn't do anything. Goddard, funny story. Speaking of jingles, I was pretty baked and jamming the Master and Guide intro song MP3 on loop. Half an hour went by and I was like, damn, Mike's running late. That's hilarious. You're listening to the MP3 of the song that DJ Longhair made for my intro. And after a while, you're like, man. Just like, Mike is taking forever to come to the stream. And it's just like, there ain't no stream, bro. It's in your mind. That's amazing. That's amazing. You guys seem like you're making some pretty bad offers. Some pretty bad business deals. Jess, you won't experience time when you're dead. That's true. That's true. Goddard, that's funny to me. Just listen to a Master and a Guide for like half an hour straight. And then it's like, bro, normally like I'll hear the song like twice, like maybe. And then the stream will start. But I've listened to this like 10 times. What's he doing? Where'd he go? Morgan, what do I think? Would I sell out to Wizards of the Coast if they paid all my bills, but I had to sign a perpetuity clause? If they paid me enough to not disparage them? I mean, if you give me enough money, sure, I won't complain about Magic. Yeah, why not? Whatever. The fuck do I care? Yeah, I'll sell out. I'll sell out. Pay all my bills and then I won't say your fucking set sucks. I'll just keep their money and talk about something completely different than Magic. That's the way I win. Like you thought by getting me to sign a contract saying that I won't say anything negative, that I'd spend all my time saying positive things about you, but instead, I just won't talk about you at all. That's it. I would never want to be limited by like contractual things saying that I couldn't state my genuine opinion on things. I understand why companies want to limit that stuff. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Teferi, that's a lot of deleted videos. Oh, fucking retroactive? That'd be even worse, man. That'd be even worse. At that point, it'd pretty much be like, shit, is there anything gonna be left? It'd be some there'd be some stuff left from the earliest days, but even when I was praising them, there'd be some negativity in there, here or there, right? Doesn't want to stay. Oh, there we go. I'm a fucking carrot unicorn. I did it. That's antithetical to the name of the show. No history, the magic non-storian. I'm not a wizard. I never existed. Oh. Fuck yeah, I'll sell out. I got fucking bills to pay, bitch. Oh man. Oh, there you go. It's not even this. I know that I keep saying it's this, but I've just learned how to do the tiniest farts on earth, and I'm just doing them on the internet and making you guys think it's this for my own sick amusement. Well, Master just talked about another game as if it was Magic. There you go. Lasagna, stop trying to sell yourself in the stream. We don't need no hookers here. We don't need no hookers here. I hope that package shows up tomorrow. I haven't decided if I'm going out to the LGS tomorrow night or not. I probably will. I mean, if I'm honest, the pandemic fucked up my habits quite a bit, and I don't go out as much as I should, I'm guessing. I probably don't spend as much time socializing in person as I should. Especially now with the post office closed and me not going down to check that and whatever. You gotta go out and deal with people. Jess, can you sell pictures of me if you give me 10% in e-transfers? Painted ones? What? Are you asking if you can paint me and then sell paintings of me and give me 10%? Sure. Go for it. Go for it. Aaron, you fucking count your farts? What the hell for? In case you got to tell the doctor? You got to keep a pen and pad. Morgan, how many people know of me in my native land of Canada? I don't know. I mean, I think roughly 30% of my audience is Canadian. So, in the simplest terms, I would say 15 to 17,000 Canadians know who I am. That's my guess. I got a bunch of people who recognize me here and there, and sometimes in places I wouldn't expect. Like when I went to the Arby's, and the guy behind the counter was just like, "Why do I feel like I know you?" You know? Millmaster, can you paint me and photograph me like Demi Moore? Bro, you can fucking photograph a painting of me yanking my ball bag up so that all you can see is what looks like spider hairs. Are those spider legs? Or is that coming off of your trimmed ball bag? Justin, your Maine isn't basically Canada. You're in the States, bro. You're in the States. Oh, that was a good one. I like how if I had something that just made fart noises, I'd have no interest in it, but somehow this stupid little thing that sometimes makes those noises is going to get more of my attention. What up, DeVoe? Call you Speedo, man. DJ Longer, double the family jewels. What is it? Confucius say, baseball all wrong. Man with 4 balls can't walk. I remember that from that one Shadow Ninja game or something like that. It was like Duke Nukem, but with like samurai swords and ninja stars. Chop, 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 chop. DeVoe, you're going to Toronto over Christmas. Nice. Going to Mandarin. I've been to the Mandarin in Toronto. I've been to Toronto so many times. Hell, I lived there for 3 years. I was in Toronto like a month ago. I spent a whole bunch of time at the Rec Room playing at the arcade, where I actually won a mini arcade game myself, actually, which is, I think it's really sweet. I needed 15,000 tickets to win it, but it's like a full-on little arcade machine that you can play Tetris on, and I just liked that it's literally an arcade machine that I won at the arcade. It's a very cool memento that way. Carly's like, you can play it. And I'm like, yeah, when I feel like playing Tetris, I'll take it out of the box, right? I got to specifically want to play Tetris because that's all it plays. But it's neat. I won her a bunch of stuffed animals. Jess, you've never been out east? I've been to a lot of the eastern places. All right, I get it now. DJ Longyear, the necklace reference. Fair enough. Yeah, Jess, they're not going to let you go to the States. Not with a criminal record, bro. It's unlikely. Larry, it's so meta winning an arcade machine at an arcade. It felt pretty sweet, man. I've got like the footage of all the cards and stuff that I won to get there because it took a whole bunch of playing. 15,000 tickets is a lot of tickets, but I ended up winning, I don't know, 24,000 or more. Like I had a whole bunch of points. I got Carly 7 stuffed animals and still had enough points left over for a pair of sunglasses and some chocolate bars too. I love those arcades. They're a lot of fun. And it turns out that me and Carly, the last time we went up to Niagara Falls and played at the Strike Zone, we didn't use up our tickets. We kept them on our cards. So the next time we go up, we're going to have even more. Jess, it's true actually. If it's been a reasonable amount of time, they might let you in. It's true. Morgan, all right, you got a weld in the morning. Well, have fun. Make sure you shield your eyes with one of those big old welding masks. Yeah, those arcades are fun. I especially like going with Carly. I had fun going with my buddies when I was up in Toronto, but it's more fun going with Carly. We went to the falls actually, I guess, 2 times this year, didn't we? We went for Carly's birthday and then way at the beginning of the year as well. Because at the beginning of the year is when I won the smiley light that we got. We had to like enough points that time that it felt worth it. I like that you can save the tickets up. So you don't have to just piss them away on like a crappy little wooden snake that goes... Roar. You can build them up and get something substantial. Larry, you think you went to the arcade during the summer, the one in the falls? The Midway or the Strike Zone are both part of essentially the same thing. And that's where we went. It was great. The only problem with the trip was we did not wash our hands enough. And like there was so many people there touching so many things that we would do things and then we would go and eat. And it was rough. It was just like afterwards it was rough. We got sick, boy. It might have been the one fucking waitress we had who basically was like almost coughing on us. I think she might have coughed on Carly. You think it was the Midway? That's the one inside the Boston Pizza. There's the Boston Pizza and then the Strike Zone. The Midway is like, it's got like a Wendy's like right there beside it. Lasagna, was that the first time you were gone for a month? Oh, you mean when I got sick? Like at the beginning of the year or whatever, in terms of not making videos and stuff? Yeah. Yep. Jess, yeah, it's pretty wild, bro. When you're riding along in a car, the speed you're going at and everything, yeah, you could easily just get smoked by another car and then you're done. Yeah, I like taking Carly to the falls. It's perfect because it's like close enough that it's not too much for her, you know? Her disability makes it hard for her to enjoy a lot of things, and traveling can be really hard. So a place where we don't have to go too far is great. And like a place where you can go back to your hotel room as much as you need to rest, also fantastic. Juggling, you've never heard of Boston Pizza? It's a very not special chain, bro. There ain't anything special about Boston Pizza. Wouldn't really recommend it. Wouldn't go out of my way to go to one. The one in Toronto that I went to was okay. The one in St. Catharines is just awful. Larry, it's a Strike Zone card. Nice. We've been to the same place, buddy. Morgan came back really quick to say thanks again for all the content. It means a lot. It helps get you through the day at work since you listen to my channels through headphones at work. Oh, well, thanks for letting me know, buddy. I appreciate the positive words. Now get out of here, you fucking scamp. Actually, speaking of getting out of here, I'm going to get out of here. All right, so I will catch up with you guys soon. But for now, get out of here, you scamps. Beat it. Well, enjoy the Christmas goodbye.